Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they headed to the locker room earlier on. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Hi, UK Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Russell Westbrook. Jordan is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Ellington in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, we've got Ball. Jones is out there with Vucevic. Then it's DeRozan. And it's White in at the shooting guard position. And for our viewers tonight, don't blink. Clark, you might miss something.
Do not blink. Do not put your eyes on your popcorn or whatever snack you're having while you're watching this one. They get up and down in a hurry, both of these squads. Execution on the fast break will probably determine the outcome in this one. Fast break points, a big stat to keep an eye on.
Now here's DeRozan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, you can't be overly aggressive with DeRozan. I mean, the second he senses and feels that you are, he'll take advantage of it.
Bulls shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Jones against James. Jordan. The kick out to Westbrook. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. The shot, no good.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's White. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And here are the Lakers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron tonight. We both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
You know, DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first free throw is good. Tony Bradley's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for White. Both free throws good from DeRozan. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Westbrook against Ball. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
And here's Westbrook. And Thomas has it in the corner. Here's James. The kick out to Westbrook. Five to shoot. They get the rebound. James. And finally, that one's good. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Goes up to the stripe. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Both shots good from the stripe. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the first. Westbrook scanning the floor. Second chance shot, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls up by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Trevor Ariza, Russell Westbrook out there with Rajon Rondo, then it's Anthony, and it's Jordan in at the center. The Bulls leading by 4. On the wing, Green. Bradley trying to break free, and Green slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Caruso, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Westbrook. Shoots from the high post, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following Russell Westbrook's 3. Caruso kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. Over Rondo. The shot by Williams, no good. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. They grabbed their own miss, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
Well, you look at Westbrook's profile, and he has averaged double-digit rebounds in multiple years. Nothing new about that.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And then for Los Angeles, LeBron's checked in for Jordan. Ellington comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Thomas subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Now, here's DeRozan. 6 points for him. Outside, Ball. And nothing is falling for him right now. Lakers leading by 3. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Outside ball. The pass to Vucevic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
You look at the mid-range area of the court, definitely in Vucevic's game. Clearly, he's an outstanding shooting center.
The drive by LeBron. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's LeBron. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Deep 2 from Ball. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. They were trailing coming into the second quarter, but they came to life and now have a 1. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. All out there with White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Vucevic, and it's Jones in at the 4. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Now, here's Ball. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Ball, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by the Lakers. High post shot, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. DeRozan's got 10. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Stanley Johnson comes in for Jones. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. Now here's Rondo. He is still scoreless so far in this one. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's Johnson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. That one drops. He ties it up. Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for Chicago. And the Lakers also making a change. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Wayne Ellington. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Lakers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Rondo passes to Jordan. Here's LeBron, and the shot goes down. 8 points for LeBron.
LeBron's game has a real shine to it. Spit polished. And he's got a great feel of when to attack from there.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The feed to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
It's stolen. Here's Dosunmu. No points in the game yet for him. Now here's Johnson. Over James. And that one released in time, but no good. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Ariza in at the 3. And he knocks down the first one. And the Bulls making a change here. Green's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Los Angeles. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Now LeBron. He feeds it to Anthony. Vucevic with the block. They retain possession. Chicago leading. Inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Thomas. He dishes it to LeBron. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Now here's DeRozan. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Green. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's DeRozan following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Gets the first, and that ties the game up. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both in.
Westbrook against DeRozan. And it's Westbrook missing. And Chicago shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Outside ball. 1:06 left in the fourth. DeRozan passes to Jones. Can't hit from in close. The Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Now here's DeRozan. Vucevic dishes to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Poked away. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Thomas gets a wide open look. Buries the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Unflappable, even-keeled ball. Fantastic with his poise. I mean, this guy has future star, I think, written all over him.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Here's Westbrook. Outside Thomas. A 3-ball. Bullseye!
He's not that big, but no moment is too big for him. Isaiah, a monster basket there.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.